It is January 29th, 2024, and you're watching the Epic Fail Report. Today, we're diving into a story that proves Facebook's AI is about as competent as a scuba instructor who's afraid of water. Imagine getting banned from Facebook for talking about the very technology that keeps their servers running. Well, grab your popcorn because that's exactly what's happening. Facebook's latest stroke of genius? Flagging Linux, that free and open source operating system that powers most of the internet, as a cybersecurity threat. I guess when you're too busy collecting everyone's data, you forget what actually makes your computers work. Let me paint you a picture of this absolutely beautiful dumpster fire. On January 19th, DistroWatch, basically the Wikipedia of Linux distributions, discovered they'd been yeeted right off Facebook's platform. But wait, it gets better. Not only are they blocking DistroWatch links, they're actually putting users in Facebook jail for daring to mention Linux in their posts. It's like getting arrested for telling people the Earth is round. Now, here's where it gets properly hilarious. Facebook, the same company that runs most of its infrastructure on Linux, is treating Linux discussions like they're some kind of digital biological weapon. That's right, they're literally banning talk about the same technology they use to keep their lights on. It's like Arby's banning discussions about meat while serving roast beef sandwiches. But let's dig deeper into this comedy of errors. When DistroWatch tried to appeal this obviously broken decision, Facebook's response was basically, sorry, Linux stays on the naughty list. The cherry on top? They locked the DistroWatch representative's account for even daring to question their infinite wisdom. Talk about shooting the messenger with a calcified pineal gland. The irony here is thicker than a JavaScript framework's dependency tree. Facebook, a company with a track record of privacy issues that would make a secret agent blush, is suddenly playing cybersecurity expert. This is the same Facebook that's been accused of everything from election interference to accidentally helping fuel actual real-world conflicts. But sure, Linux is the real threat here. Let's put this in perspective. Facebook is actively hiring Linux developers while simultaneously treating Linux discussion like it's forbidden knowledge from the temple of the screaming electron. It's like putting up a help wanted sign while calling the police on anyone who shows up for an interview. Remember when Twitter, sorry, X, had its own moment of brilliant decision-making and banned RSS feeds? Well, Facebook looked at that and said, hold my metadata collection algorithms. At least X had the excuse of going through an identity crisis. Facebook's just going through what appears to be a terminal case of corporate cognitive dissonance. The good news, if you can call it that, is that this might just be a temporary glitch in the matrix. Maybe Facebook's content moderation AI had a bit too much caffeine and decided to go rogue. Or perhaps Mark Zuckerberg accidentally set the paranoia slider to maximum in the metaverse. So what's the takeaway here? Well, if you're a Linux user, you might want to start using code words on Facebook. Instead of Linux, maybe try that Penguin-branded freedom software that definitely isn't malware. And if you're a Facebook engineer reading this, blink twice if you need help escaping the irony vortex. Before we wrap up, here's a pro tip. If you want to learn more about Linux without getting zucked, there are plenty of other platforms that haven't lost their digital marbles yet. And hey, maybe this whole situation will encourage more people to explore alternatives to Facebook, possibly running on, you guessed it, Linux. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Assuming Facebook's AI hasn't classified YouTube as malware by then.